Wake up! Wake up! Welcome to Trivia Night, a trial by fire to wash clean the unworthy. But it's also the feel-good trivia fun time hit of the summer. You'll love it. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the minigame, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. And anyone who I didn't get around to kidnapping yet can volunteer as an audience member and play along. It's just as deadly. Oh my goodness, will you listen to me? Going on and on like the voices of the birds that tell me what to do. Let's get to the game. Okay now, first question. Where is the Gobi Desert? Use your device to answer the question. And the correct answer is... Who got the question right? Everyone is wrong. Let's play a game. Welcome to the killing floor. We're going to play the finger-cutting game. My collection is running a little low. Just choose one of your fingers to cut off. It's hard to mess this one up. Get to cutting. Ah! We do have fun here. And here's how everyone stacks up early in the game. But you're all number one to me. Let's try another one. Which of these is not one of the 4 truths of Buddha? Time's running out. Who said this? Everyone is wrong. Prepare for your punishment. Hello, guten Tag. Welcome back to the killing floor. Let's see who's a wordsmith. Use letters to spell the longest word you can before time runs out. It was really hard to find good cues to cut out, but I will be very disappointed if you can't find at least a 5-letter word. Spell words now. The letters don't have to touch each other, and remember to press submit when you're done. You're almost out of time. Let's see what you could come up with. It'll all be over soon. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's a ghosty ghost. But trivia's not just for those drawing breath. Keep playing and you might just rejoin the living. Death is not the end. Here's the scoreboard again. I feel like you're getting the basic pattern of the game now. Here's another one. I love looking up at the night sky and pondering life's great mysteries like... How many stars make up the Big Dipper? And the correct answer is... this one? Everyone is wrong. Come with me. Oh, heck yes, it's time for math. Answer as many math questions as you can before time runs out. If you do the worst, you die. Time to get your math on. Keep shining, you beautiful diamonds. Math time is almost up. It'll all be over soon. I hope you haunt an elementary school so maybe you can learn something. Only one player left, but it's too early to go to the final round. You need to survive a little longer if you want a chance to escape. If you can survive the next 2 questions, I'll power up the final round and open the escape door. How about this? When was the bikini invented? Who said this? Which means only you're in for a treat. It's time for a memory game. Memorize the pattern. Okay, you've had enough time. From left to right, what was the order of the colors? Anything short of perfection and I'll kill you. Hey, remember this? How did you do? Someone's memory is just too vivid for my taste. Hey, do you like the place? Originally I was gonna put a hot tub down here, but I was like, hey, you've been talking about a torture pit your whole life. You deserve it. Next question. Which of these is not a romance language? Running out. Who picked this one? Only a ghost got it wrong. Lame. Glad to see you've made it here alive. But can you escape with your body? I'm going to give you a category. Rodents. Tap on each answer that fits, then press submit. Let's see the right answers. You move forward 1 space for every correct answer. You're getting real close to the exit. Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too? If a ghost catches up to you, then they will steal your body. Then they can escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a 3rd choice to help them catch up to you. Decisions. Here's another one. Greek gods. Are catching up! Can you stay out of the shadows? European capitals. That just wasn't challenging enough. Here comes the next question. Character classes in Dungeons and Dragons. Original Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. characters with mustaches. Anytime today, kiddo. Almost there! Star Wars planets and moons.
Welcome to Fakin' It. I'm Cookie, and I'll be recording this info to blackmail all of you later. Couple quick words before we jump into the game. And yes, you can skip it if you need less of my voice in your life. During each round of play, each of you is going to be sent a task to your device. Like, raise your hand if you've ever farted. But one of you will get nothing. And that person is the faker. Everyone wants to figure out who the faker is, and the faker just wants to blend in. When you hear the go sound, you either raise your hand or not, depending on whether you've ever farted before, which you have. And the faker just has to fake it. After that, everyone votes on their device who they think the faker is. If everyone picks the correct person, the faker is caught. But here's the most important part. Fakers, if you're caught in a lie, if you raise your hand when you really should have kept it down, lie, cheat, deny, come up with whatever story you have to throw other players off the scent. Be the faker. Some of the tasks will involve raising your hand, or pointing, or maybe making a weird face. But there will always be a faker, and you'll have 3 chances to catch him. Oh, one more quick suggestion before we get going. It's important to be able to see each other, so if possible, consider sitting in a semicircle or like small lines facing each other. Whatever works best while still feeling comfortable. Let's start with Hands of Truth. It's an easy one, just like we saw a minute ago. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, raise your hand if you farted since this game started. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. You can change your vote if you change your mind, by the way. And the votes were for... The faker has been found. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Never mind, we'll just do this one. It's going to be... number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as steaks you've eaten in the last month. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. By the way, talking is encouraged, so share your faker theories. Everyone suspects you all ganged up on the wrong person. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as you did last time. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And everyone voted for... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. And not a moment too soon. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. If you won't pick a category, I will. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. task was, raise your hand if you've continued eating some food after finding a hair in it. Vote for the faker now. In case you didn't know, you get points for voting for the faker even if no one else does. The votes singled out. Collectively, you all made the wrong choice. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending your second Hands of Truth task to your devices now. This was the task. Raise your hand if you've ever been caught masturbating. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. All the votes went to... You found the faker. It went right down to the wire. It's category picking time. Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll... You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person you suspect is the most well-traveled. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. Everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, raise your hand if you've kissed someone on the first date. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the prime suspect was... that is indeed the faker. Alright, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, make the face you'd have at your high school reunion. Vote for the faker now. Everybody voted for... well, at least you were all wrong together. This is your last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second face value task to your devices now. And the task was, make the face you'd make if you were jumping out of a cake. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. All the votes went to... you all got together and chose the wrong person. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. everyone's answers to the first text task. A gift you got for your last birthday. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. And everyone voted for. You all caught the faker. Ready to play Faking It again? Let's get going. Let's start by picking a category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. It's going to be number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task, hold up as many fingers as foreign countries you visited. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. Everyone suspects. Group mind steered you in the wrong direction. One last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second number pressure task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as uncles you have. Vote for the faker now. The votes singled out. The faker has been found. Finally. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Make a face you'd have while in a voting booth. Vote for who you suspect is the faker. And the prime suspect was... Ah, yes, you caught the faker. It's category picking time. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all be subjected to. You got a point. Everyone's going to get a task that involves pointing at another player in the game. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. The task was, point at the person who probably has the most speeding tickets. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You didn't find the faker, and you didn't really learn anything definitive. Last chance to catch the faker. Sending out your second You Got a Point task to your devices now. And the task was, point at the person with the best fashion sense. Vote for the faker now. Everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. You made it count when you needed to. All right, what category do we want to do next? Use your device to pick which type of tasks you'll all do together. Hands of Truth. Everyone's going to get a task that involves raising your hand. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. task. Raise your hand if you've cried during a date. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. And the votes were for... You found the faker. Okay, time to pick the next category. Use your device to choose which type of tasks you'll all... Number pressure. Everyone's going to get a task that involves holding up a number of fingers, probably from 1 to 10. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. And the task was, hold up as many fingers as years it's been since you've been to the dentist. Alright, vote for who you think the faker is. All the votes went to... That is indeed the faker. And what will our next task category be? Use your device to pick which type of task you'll all do together. Face value. Everyone's going to get a task that involves making some kind of facial expression. Maybe a weird one. Okay, sending the task to your devices now. This was the task. Make your superhero face. Vote for the faker now. The votes singled out. Ah, yes, you caught the faker. Okay, it's time for the last round. Text you up. I've sent 2 questions to each of your devices. Type in your answers for both and then hit send. Now, the faker has 2 questions to answer as well. They just have slightly different questions than everyone else. So, good luck, faker. Let's see everyone's answers to the first text task. A book you really hate. Vote for who you think is probably the faker. You couldn't agree, you couldn't find the faker. One last chance to catch the faker. Let's see your second batch of answers. An instrument in Peter and the Wolf. Vote for who you think seems like the faker. And everyone voted for... Yep, you found the faker. Better late than never.
Schmitty here with your daily dose of Quiplash. Use as directed. Hey, what are you guys doing after this? You have my number, right? Great. Here's round one. I'm going to beam 2 prompts to your device. Answer them however you choose. What you type goes up against what someone else types, and everyone votes on the winner. You get points based on the percentage of people who like your answer, and a bonus if you get more votes than your opponent. Go! Great, let's see what we got here. Starting us off, a pull string toy of this player would definitely say blank. Okay, everybody pick your favorite. Moving on, a reenactor at Colonial Williamsburg would get suspended if they said blank. Ready, set, vote! Next, the worst thing a lifeguard could announce to nearby swimmers. Vote now. That's round one. Let's take a look at the scores. It's round two time, and everything's worth double. Don't let those points go to waste. Time's running out. Use a safety quip if you need it. All right, let's have a look. The first prompt is a terrible name for a street. Okay, vote for your favorite. Next prompt. What the California Raisins do for work now. Time to vote. Up next, the worst gig for any truck driver would be delivering blank. It's voting time. Round 2 is through. Let's see what it did to the scores. Round 3, the last lash. Everybody's getting the same prompt, so don't hold back. Fill in this comic. Let's see what you've wrought. It's round 3, and you've got a shiny gold medal to award. Make your pick. Great, let's see where those medals ended up. Now let's turn those medals into points. It's over. Let's see the final scores.
A reminder to all agents, inter-office romances are permitted but must be reported. Granted, we are well aware of them. We just want to hear you say it.
Leave it.
You look tired, Leslie.
Yeah, it's been nuts lately. I haven't been this busy since we faked the moon landing.
Wait, we faked the moon landing?
No, we faked a fake moon landing. You know, just to mess with people.
But the first one was real.
Yeah, how do you think we met the lizard men?
Oh, yeah.
Foolish humans.
Attention all agents, the winner of the 4 days, 4 nights, all-inclusive vacation to the Area 51 Golf Resort and Spa.
Welcome to the government, where we are always watching everything you do. Then we put it all in a document and print it out for the president. Can you believe the president still wants printed documents? We usually use it for good, but we also use it to play espionage. Let's go! First up.
Foolish humans.
All right, buckle in. I've got one for you. What percentage of people are comfortable being naked in rooms outside of their bedrooms or bathrooms when they're home alone? Try to guess the correct percentage as close as you can. The closer your guess is to the correct percentage, the more points you earn. Got it, 80%. Everyone else, now it's your turn. Do you think the correct answer is higher or lower?
Leave it.
The vote is lower. And the correct answer is 77%. Excellent answer. Points for you. Who said lower? Nice job. I've got some points for you. Who's next? Ooh, the president asked us to look this up yesterday. What percentage of people would prefer to go through their entire lives barefoot? You're almost out of time. 60%. Everyone else, higher or lower?
Leave it.
It's unanimous again. Okay, let's see the right answer. 36%. Sadly, those people would never again be welcome inside a Burger King. Who got it right? Here's some points. Next up.
Leave it.
Okay, computer, what do you have for this one? What percentage of people are bigger fans of Star Trek than Star Wars? %. Everyone else, higher or lower? Looks like an even split. And Surveil says 31%. Suck it, Gene Roddenberry. And rest in peace. Let's see who got it right. Well done. You get points. That's it for round one. Let's take a look at the scores.
Leave it.
Foolish humans.
Time for round two. Let's start with you. should I search for in the old Surveillance Pro next? Ooh, I know. What percentage of men have used cologne in the last month? Almost out of time. We have an answer. 69%. In round 2, you can double down if you think the guess is off by 15% or more. Just pick much higher or much lower. If you're correct, you're mama's little angel. You get double the points.
Believe it.
Half and half. And the correct answer is 48%! By the way, gentlemen, use does not mean bathe in it. Who got it right? Great answer. Double points for saying much lower. Okay, who's up next? Let's see, what would be good? How about this? What percentage of people walk around art museums with their hands clasped behind their backs? Anytime now. 40%. What do y'all think? Higher or lower?
Believe it.
Everyone says higher. And Surveil says 22%. The other 78% fold their arms in front of them and constantly exclaim, I could have made that. No one got it right? Lame. Next up.
Believe it.
Typey. What percentage of YouTube visitors will let a full 30-second commercial play before their video starts but not watch the commercial? %. All right, what do you think? Hurry up. Looks like an even split. Okay, right answer is 75%. Whoa, right on the nose, just like where we hit our Statue of Liberty super camera. Sorry everyone, but all the points go to Smarty Pants over here. Uh-oh, final round time. By mining social media, we found the most popular answers to this question. What do people identify as their biggest pet peeve? Now let's see the answers. You have 3 chances to pick the most popular answers on the board. Good luck! Don't forget, you can pick 3 answers. Let's see what answers you chose. Okay, computer, show us the most popular answers. Who's that special someone?
Eat it.
Wow, you played this game like 87% of people wish they could, and only 21% of them could ever hope to.